Okay, so as you know, the Los Angeles Business Council has been invested in this relationship between energy and the economy and the environment now for the last 15 years. And the reason is because of the people at this table. And we welcome you being here today because you are giving us a roadmap and a plan. This is the second report that the Risky Business has produced. I think one last year, one this year, from risk to return, investing in a clean energy economy.
If you think about California, we're already committed to what this study is achieving. We're committed to an 80% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions from 1990 levels by 2050. The question is, how do we do this? And the answer is, we invest. It's going to take a lot of investment to do this. And the last thing I want to talk about, I really want to talk to you for a second about jobs. Because there is an assumption here that we are going to go out and destroy jobs. This will create over 1 million net new jobs by 2030. The fact of the matter is, clean tech is a lot more job intensive than fossil fuels.
No, really, serious. It's very important for Mexico City, and it's serious also. Maybe can help our general counsel in Los Angeles to invite Tom, invite Henry, or I don't know, tomorrow can go to Mexico, and we organize presentation for our entrepreneurs. Know about this.
It's a drop in the bucket. We have 2.1 billion square feet. Think all those rooftops just in Southern California.
Yes.
Just in Southern California. So in that 15 million feet, 16 million feet, we have 1,500 tenants. Little guys. The average industrial tenant, which is symptomatic of Southern California, small business, medium-sized business, how do they buy into this program?
What I was saying, and what the report is arguing is, the technology wins.
Feasibility. If in California we could only pass, 40% below 1990 greenhouse gas emissions, how can we get the rest of the country to go 80% by 2050?
When you think about what an environmentalist is in the state of California, it includes business people, organized labor specifically supports us because we can show that it is a good job creator. But in particular, the people who support energy, environmentalism, and worry about climate start with Latinos. Second of all, African Americans. Third of all, Asian Americans. So when you think about why California works, the reason is we have a coalition that goes across society.
But if anything, if the election showed us, is that this transition is painful. This transition is really not easy. And the
fossil fuel stuff is so hard to slow down once you turn it on. So there needs to be a cooperation and a bridge somehow with the fossil fuel industry as we go through this transition, which I think also speaks to the jobs and the transfer of skills.
5 or 10 years ago, that wasn't true. Renewable energy were kind of a foo-foo thing for the environmentalists, and needed a lot of help. Today, we're powering not only 10% of LA. The power plant we just turned on has a levelized cost that is below that of fossil fuels. We're now powering LA cheaper than burning fossil fuel.
But I think there's another piece to California's story, which is that we have
specifically taken into account income level.
It's not always that it's going to be cheaper for those households, but we can, through a suite of programs,
we can make it.
It does.
In addition to that, let's not forget that Los Angeles went from 3 or 4% renewables to 20% in a period of 5 years without earth-shaking rate increases. It can be done.
And I wanted to say thank you to all of you who have been working in this field and been, before it was fashionable, and put your time and effort and money into it and brain power. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.